know y'all been waiting on it. So welcome to the NBA Finals Game 6 recap episode of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. as Catch him, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. We got our shit. Give me my shit. My shit. It's ours. You can't take nothing from us. I don't give a fuck what y'all about. As long as you put champ at the end of that bitch. Then talk to me.
Yeah. I guess I can go now. I'm the Urge.
Only known as
The Urge.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K Diddy.
Take that. Well, y'all. The Bucks won Game 6.
Yes, sir.
105-98.
Don't even matter the score. We won, my nigga.
See what kind of episode this about to be.
Right.
Lit.
Hey, Tim did say all caps.
I tried to tell him, you could go home drunk, my nigga, but you ain't winning no games, bro. That was it. That was a wrap. That was a wrap.
He said it.
He did.
He said it.
He was
I'm letting him get his shit off. Like
hey, you know what? We're just gonna start here. Just talk about how you feel that your Bucks won a championship.
I was gonna say let's just ISO Tim.
Just go, Tim.
Tell you how the fuck I feel right now, right?
How you feel, fam?
These motherfuckers, right? Let's put it like this. Fuck to all the new listeners and everybody that's been waiting on this shit. 3 years ago, the Milwaukee Bucks had not made it past the first round in a while. Just 3 years ago. This past year, everybody was trying to get Giannis to leave. So think of it like this. In 3 years, not only do we have a chip with the new coach, but we also have our superstar that re-signed with us, and his Supermax ain't even kicked in yet. All offseason, you motherfuckers talking about he was supposed to leave. All offseason, y'all been talking about we ain't shit. All season, y'all was talking about how y'all can't trust us. All playoffs after win, after win, after win. Sure, we'll take an L here. We lost 7 times. 7 times the whole playoffs. But after every single L, it was the end of the world. After every single L, it was a sweep. Or the Bucks ain't gonna make it. Or they ain't got it. Drew ain't there. Chris ain't that. Giannis ain't that. Like, after all of that, we still got the motherfucking chip. You can't tell us shit. You can't say nothing about Milwaukee. You can't say nothing about this terrible city. You can't say nothing about this franchise, this coach, even though I'm still on get rid of him. But hey, you bought another year, bro. You good. You can't say shit about it, though. Like, you really can't. The team that we have, it's a lot of guys in there that needed their first chip, too. Like, T got his first chip. I felt like I've always liked T. I felt like he deserved it. He didn't need to be on my court, but he deserved it. You got guys like Forbes that came over. Bobby took less money to come over to get this chip. Like, it's a lot of shit that our team did. And we said it all year that this team was different. And I told y'all to believe in this team was different. And I kept telling motherfuckers the team is different. And I believe in them. And they went out there and showed y'all we really different. And Giannis dropped 50 on them motherfuckers. Go home happy. Eat this shit. And then he turned around and ate a 50 piece the next day. He fed y'all 1 and 8 one himself.
Oh, shit.
He fed y'all 1 and 8 one.
Fed y'all 1 and 8 one himself. Ate all goddamn night. We in this bitch. We got the chip. Like I said, I know how you feel, Ken. I know how you feel, bro.
Hey!
Somebody say shit to us.
Get your shit off.
Motherfuckers, we from the MIL, my guy. Watch out, you might see hooks behind you. It may be antlers or some other niggas, but it don't matter. We the champs.
What?
We the champs. We got the
deer antlers.
Feel the deal, motherfuckers. Bask in it. Breathe it in, nigga. Bask in it. I'm good.
All right, I guess we can go home now.
If it else needs to be said.
Bask in it. Eric, we just go in tech order. Go ahead, sir.
Shit. I don't know.
Your team won the NBA Finals, and they're champions.
Like now, what do I do?
Yeah.
This is foreign. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do. Like what's supposed to do with my days? Like we reached the mountaintop.
Ken, what do we do next?
Right. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Bask in it.
Until next year.
Bring it in.
Hey, y'all won yesterday, so now mine is over. I was riding that shit the whole year until we found a new one. So go ahead, bask in that shit.
I feel
Yeah, man. I guess game 6 specifically. Like I don't know. Like I don't even feel like doing like a breakdown of the game. Like the shit was sloppy in the first half. Second half, Giannis was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it myself." Y'all can either get down or lay down. Either way, I'm winning this game. And like that's the thing. Like I feel like people finally gave him his fucking respect. Like
yeah.
Like finally you saw other NBA players like tweeting about him when he got hot. You finally saw like you're like, damn, it's like he really that dude. So like I mean again, like 50, 14, 5 blocks, 2 assists on 25 shots, 17 and 19 from a free throw line in the NBA Finals closeout game. Like
that's wild. That is wild.
You can't tell my guy, like crown my guy, like for real.
17 of 19 from the free throw line.
After Chris Paul said, yeah, everybody, including Giannis, expects him to miss.
And he came out and only missed 2.
2.
2.
If you 19 free throws, you'd be like, okay, how many Giannis gonna make? Everybody probably like 11, maybe 9, 11, not between 9 and 11.
He made more free throws than he had made field goals.
Mm-hmm.
You can't complain about the free throws that he made though, because if you were actually watching the game, like they literally grabbing him, they literally holding him, they pulling him back.
I don't know if it was in the second quarter or third quarter, but I was like I think I came to that realization the same time he did, but I was like, DeAndre Ayton cannot hold Giannis like at all. Like he ain't had shit for that man. And I almost started feeling bad for him because it was like
he was tired of getting bullied.
Right. It was like y'all ain't got no other options. Like you can't stick Jay Crowder on him. Like
cooked.
Again, like I said earlier, I think in the series, I'm like, Giannis learns. Like he may not learn right away, but you know, all them Giannis stoppers, quote unquote, like you get 1 year. Next year, he knows exactly what to do.
In addition to the fact that Ayton couldn't hold Giannis and then a little bit of Brook too. They were pressuring him into some really bad, like he could not buy a bucket. He finished 4 or 12 from the field.
Yeah.
Brook was playing some good defense on him when he was in too. Like really, really good defense on him. I was like, okay, Brook.
Yeah, it was
so
funny.
I mean, game 6 was just like that is literally a player putting his team on his back and saying, "Come on for the ride, because I'm taking y'all home."
Yeah, he said, "I'm not losing this game.
No,
like, we are finishing this right now."
Like even when it was sloppy in the first quarter, like I was thinking,
he was still
like,
the steady.
I was gonna say like he was the most like under control, which I'm like says something about the quality of the play in this game. Like, I mean, I sound kind of shady, but I'm just saying like usually Giannis is the one that's kind of like running around, running people over, doing stuff that like you're a little too aggressive. Mm-hmm. Like he's finally found like that kind of middle ground, like to where he can be aggressive but also stay under control, which is like, obviously the shooting is the last piece, but I think that was the next to last piece where it's just like if he can modulate like his aggressiveness to where he's not running people. Like when's the last time he had a charge?
He may have had some offensive, like for his forearm, but I don't think he really had a charge.
I don't remember even a forearm. Like I was saying, like it's been at least a couple games, like to close it out. So he's done a really good job. And I mean, like even before that, like it wasn't frequent. Like he's done a good job of understanding when to press and when to kind of go into like
gotten better at control,
turn around or pass it or whatever. Like he's not just running head first into the wall anymore. So that's all I gotta say about game 6. Like that shit was euphoric. like once it got down to like the last 30 seconds or whatever it was, and it was like they actually about to hang on, they actually about to do it. Like
I went through like 5 different emotions.
In the last minute of the game or the whole game?
The last minute. Like when I knew they were gonna win it, it was like elation. Then it was like, then I'm sobbing. Then I'm like screaming. Then I'm like jumping around. Then I'm crying again. Like it was just like I was all over.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I was in the backyard trying not to yell at the top of my lungs, so I was walking around outside. I was whispering with with pure joy and happiness. But yeah, bro. I'm like the whole time I'm like, go deep. I just kept. I'm like, we really did this shit. Like we finally did this shit. Like it's still kind of surreal, bro. And I think I figured out when you asked Eric what to do next. Is the next thing is we got to make sure that we get back, and we need LA there so we can go ahead and finish this shit and kind of finally do this meetup so we can go ahead and tell y'all who the best is. Y'all ain't gotta go home sad. You can go home drunk, bro. It's the same shit with y'all, but I would prefer to play LA.
We already know who the best is, so we all right.
Oh, good. I know you ground them.
Yeah.
You got the shirt on. We see
the Bucks. Yeah, the team that you wearing, fam. That's the,
right.
that's
You
the
got a whole Bucks shirt on. So we know who the best is. Yeah. Apparently,
went to the parade and everything.
Yeah, I was just down there. I saw
When it comes to the
throw the big rakes. Sorry, big antlers.
Big antlers.
It was funny. After the game, I tweeted something like, "We got it from the mud," and I was really sitting there thinking about it. Like, listen, I've been a fan of this team for a long time. I was able to sit lower level for $20. Okay. And it was during those days of the team being that terrible when I became like a super fan. Like I was a fan of the Bucks before, but sitting through those bad teams, I don't know why that made me connect to them, but like I really was connected to the Bucks in that moment. And I was really thinking about it, like from where we were to where we are. Like they used to practice in St. Francis. We had the Bradley Center. The practice facility in St. Francis was leaking. Like it was like it was definitely not an NBA type of practicing facility. Like it was in the back of a church.
I was gonna say it's a archdiocese. Like they didn't even have their own standalone practice facility. No. Like they just used the facilities at like a convent. Like
an NBA team.
Who want to come here?
That's the thing. Like when people were always talking about like nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. Like I don't even think it was really a slight on Milwaukee. Like sure, like they want some big city amenities, but it's like if you run in like a mom and pop operation, like no, like go look at the Lakers practice facility or go look at like the arena, Madison Square Garden or wherever it is. It's like, if I get drafted to a team where it's like, you running at a church rec league, like that's where you practice out of, and your building is like a concrete block with like cold showers and shit. Like, I would also be like, no, don't send my ass to Milwaukee.
Because why would I want to deal with that?
I don't believe you have the facilities for that big money. And that one meme, bro. Yeah, like we ain't had facilities in place for cats to really come out here and really want to like
and be here.
Medical center. We didn't have a top-notch practice facility. We didn't have a top-notch stadium, the top-notch locker rooms. We still have radiation in the coolant in the damn near radiation.
Damn, they had to do special orders to get the coolant, but in the last few years because it wasn't made. No, like it was like.
So like I guess what we're saying is shout out to new ownership because they came through and changed all that shit.
I mean, we went through the whole Save Our Bucks years. Like it was a real threat that we was gonna lose our team to Seattle. Fam, 15 wins. Drafting Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker gets injured. 2 torn ACLs. We get Jason Kidd. Giannis starts ascending into greatness. We don't make it past the first round of playoffs. Bud gets here. Chris's improvement. We got another all-star. Then we got playoff failures. And we got clowned. No one believed in us this year. It was, hey, same old Bucks. Same old Bucks. And when the Bucks spent the regular season not going for the number 1 seed, but yet using it to practice, it was a whole lot more smoke about how the Bucks ain't going to do this and the Bucks can't do that. And I'm not talking just about national media. I am talking about people who watch the Milwaukee Bucks. And now look at them. World champs. And there are some people who try to like play off this championship, like, oh, it's a lucky championship. Woo woo woo. Y'all wouldn't even be here if Kevin Durant foot didn't step on the line, and oh, you wouldn't be here if the Nets was healthy, and oh, if Sarge would have played, it would have been different. Listen, here's the thing about that. That what if ain't gonna come to fruition because what happened already happened and we were champions. It don't really matter. I don't care.
And then maybe we won't have this conversation.
I don't care. Yes, luck definitely played a part in it. But the team also had to show up and do the job. Like it wasn't just handed to them.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. You ain't no way no one gonna make me feel bad about this championship. I have been partying since Tuesday. There is no way anyone's gonna make me feel bad about this championship. These Bucks deserve that. They earn that.
Fucking haters.
This past offseason, like you mentioned, Tim, they was trying to get Giannis up out of here. This past offseason was being hailed as one of the most important in franchise history, which, yes.
It was.
Well,
it led to a motherfucking championship, so it was.
He was supposed to win. Remember, he was never gonna win a championship since he signed back with the Bucks.
Look, here's my thing, and like I get it, and y'all getting y'all shit off, and I applaud it. I love it, but I'm in all positivity. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like that shit don't matter because they can't take this shit away from us.
That's how I ended my whole speech. It don't matter, fam. We champions. We champions.
Right. I don't have to. When I said I pulled the receipts, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all live because y'all still gonna have to eat this shit like for the rest of eternity. Like the 2021 NBA champions are Milwaukee Bucks. That's the coldest thing I can say to anybody because it's like, what you gonna say? No, y'all not. Because they got trophies and they got rings and I got shirts and hats and everything that says otherwise. So,
like,
Hey, I know at one point. Congratulations, 2021 Milwaukee Bucks for the NBA championship. You heard it on your TV. Fuck you talking about. It's our ring.
That commercial came on quick.
Immediately.
And they couldn't wait to push the button on that motherfucker. Run it down. Do it.
And here I go. Let me go to the website real quick.
Hey, exactly. They knew that's what everybody was going to do. Oh, shit.
I just been buying Buck shit like for the last 2 days. Like I saw there was people selling bootlegs on the street. I'm like, you know what? Give me that.
Let me
give it to me.
They at the parade. They at the parade selling, pushing them shirts.
Oh, it was so many t-shirt.
Yeah, they was pushing the hell out them up. It was $20 a pop too.
Oh, y'all was 20. I got a $25 one. That motherfucker got me.
Oh no, dude, I see it was like $20.
Which one?
Bro, I've been to Dick's already. Bro. I see the dock off.
Pause.
Oh, I'm straight. Hey, bro.
No, I got the one that said straight out of Milwaukee on the front, and they said, "Bitch, I'm a Buck" on the back.
I like that.
Oh, I see that one. Yeah, I see that one.
I like that one.
I see that one.
Like I was on the website and they had like a replica of Larry O'Brien trophy. I'm like,
a replica trophy, or
it's like $80. Like $80.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I think it was 90.
Yeah,
like
I
don't need this, but
you don't.
I should get this.
You don't.
You might as well order a ring too.
Well, you
right, motherfucker, I sat through the 2012 season. Like I earned this as much as Brandon Jennings did.
He played with us last year, not this past season, but he played with us last year.
That was 3 years ago, bro.
Was that 3 years ago already?
2000.
That was when they had Prunty.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know who you played last year. So.
He never was under Bud.
I know he had a 10-day. I thought he was under Bud on the 10-day.
That was 2018. I believe it was the season right before Bud got here.
Yes. Like brochures. Okay. You can fact check it.
For sure.
He's looking right now.
I know.
But it was cool seeing Brandon Jennings out there. I saw some people on social media. I'm talking about the parade. There were some people going like, "Why is Brandon Jennings and Michael Redd out there?" And I was like, "Why not?"
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like Brandon Jennings. He's the reason we even say Bucks in 6.
Right. And like Michael Redd is actually a part of the organization. Like he's like the ambassador or some shit. So
yeah.
I mean, plus you have guys that everybody kind of relates to the different eras, like you were saying before. Like That's why they bring back legends from the original championship, and they bring back other older players that played for the franchise at some point. Like these players help build, kind of like help the building blocks of the franchise itself. So it's not like we can just leave out these older players too. Like, granted, yeah, sure, they didn't play for us this year, but they still are part of the culture. So it's only fair.
No, man, like honestly, like I don't care. You know, if you suited up or coached for the Bucks, unless your name is Jason Kidd, like I have no problem with you claiming this championship.
Or George Karl. I don't want to see George Karl.
Yeah.
Everybody else is cool with me.
I gave George.
It's still on site for George.
Site.
He was complimenting us throughout the playoffs too.
I was gonna say he been trying to get back in good.
Nah, man.
I think
that the other 34, fam.
It was hella nah.
And I was gonna say, like, that's kind of like the noticeable absence though, is that like they never bring back any of the big, like I've never seen Glenn Robinson come back. I've never seen Tim Thomas. Like I get Cassell because he's an assistant coach around the league. So
Tim Thomas actually was on
all the smoke.
He was on Michael Red's Instagram.
Okay.
He had a comment.
Oh, he was there?
No, he had sent a message like a comment under one of his posts, like, dang man, I was trying to get out there but couldn't make it work out. Like this stuff, seeing the Bucks win. So it's like Tim Thomas don't seem to have any ill will.
I just heard him on not All Smoke, but Knuckleheads. He was on there a couple weeks ago, I think. And he kind of just like glossed over his entire time with the Bucks. He was like, man, I was just trying to get out of there. So I was happy when I got traded to New York. And again, like I get it, like part of it's just like the organization, but at the same time, he ain't say like he was just like, oh yeah, you know, like it was like nothing positive. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense why you never come back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, anyway, that's a digression.
Right.
Bucks and 6.
No,
Brandon James has been enjoying his week, fam. Like,
oh yeah. Hey, someone had a Fire Bud sign at the parade, fam.
They did.
Oh, wow!
Right in front of the stage.
Wow.
That's wild.
Actually, I want to compliment Bud because he coached his ass off in the finals. Like I have a bad word to say. Like everything he did worked.
He actually outcoached Monty Williams.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Monty Williams as well. That was a very classy gesture to
definitely class act.
Come into the locker room. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that was dope. That was
like
dope.
Over the course of the series, like they choked Phoenix out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was basically like that's why Booker had to do what he did in games 4 and 5 is because like they didn't have any other options. And it's just like, all right, like we're willing to give y'all the mid-range. Like, good luck. Like they didn't get shit at the rim. They shut off all the corner threes. Like Drew Holiday had Chris Paul and Hale. Like
Drew was tired.
Shouts to Bud, fam. Like I know he gets shit on a bunch, but they did what they had to do to get where they wanted to go.
Yep.
Now just learn how to
they
make it easier for yourself.
Themselves. Yeah, they made things harder on themselves. They needed to. The next step is cleaning that up.
But when you got 34, like he absolves a lot of sins.
Well, I said that while the game was going on. When we had our terrible, shitty second quarter, we couldn't get a bucket. I mean, there's no way in hell that we should. I think we was like 4 or 5 minutes into the second quarter, was still with one or no buckets. And I'm like, bro, there's no reason why with a player of Giannis caliber that we don't have a bucket.
I remember you tweeting that.
Like it didn't make sense. And lo and behold, he like, you know what, fuck it, get out the way. Give me the ball, bro. Like, give me the ball. Don't nobody else. Like Chris started off hot in the first quarter. Like the beginning of the first quarter, he was hot. He had the steal. He had the mid range. He had the pull up 3. Like Chris was hot in the beginning of the first.
Chris had a little stretch. I remember that where he had hit like 2 or 3 in a row or 3.
Mm-hmm. He had we was rolling. I'm like, okay, Chris. Then he went cold. Bobby.
Chris finished the game 6 for 13. Drew was 4 for 19.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for Bobby Portis, 6 for 10.
Bobby with them corner threes. First quarter helped it out. He really did. Like he came through big time, especially towards the end.
He also made me laugh when he was in front of Chris Paul, and Chris Paul was looking like he was trying to like do something, and Bobby Portis started laughing like, "Come on, man!" Like, I saw a tweet that said Bobby Portis was laughing because he knows that nobody in that gym wants to see if his hands work Not a soul. Like they already know the answer.
Right. I did laugh though when Giannis had that big ass travel in the second.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
bro,
he did.
When he palmed the ball and just walked.
Yeah.
Just walked.
They had the nerve to look back like, what you talking about? Like, no. Like them big ass strides made it across.
I feel like I feel like he had just made either he made a mistake right after that, or he had just made a mistake where he like let I think Kaminsky get a dunk or something. And I was like, oh yeah, he tired. Like he need a break because he breaking down mentally.
And then he took a 3, and I was like, he took that 3 because he didn't want to use the energy in that moment to get to the rim. I was like,
Bro, down.
he's tired.
I was gonna say, pass it, man. Like you don't have to shoot
He's tired. But yeah, 50 points for our man. 50 points, 50 years since our last championship.
Yeah, man. Like you said, there's some things that we still got to tighten up because now all of a sudden talk is, well, what about next year? What about like, what's the Bucks shot? And they got us number 2 right now, I believe.
Next year don't start for me until the draft. Until then,
yeah, next year done started already. Season over now. The draft.
I'm telling you right now, for me, next season don't even start yet until like after the draft. Like I'm still like we won a championship. Like I'm not trying to think about like, oh, what are the Bucks free agent? Like I'm trying to think about that yet. Just let me enjoy this team for what it was, because we all know that this same group ain't gonna be together again next year. So let me just enjoy this.
But the game was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic, bro. Like the Giannis he was Felix the Cat with the moves, bro. He came with
your references like Felix the Cat. That was looking in my
cat, bro.
Felix the Cat with the moves.
My man's was all over. When he hit Aiden with that from the 3-point line, drove and then hit him with that drop step spin. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful. I was like, this man right here. Okay, more.
But no bag though.
Right.
No bag.
Because he can't shoot a 3.
He just runs and dunks. That's easy.
There's been a lot of conversation about Giannis's place in history now. I want to save that for our episode next week. But I want y'all to start thinking about that, because discussion is starting. And this young man is 26 years old. He theoretically has not entered his prime yet.
He is not.
He even said it himself. He's like, I wish I could go back to my rookie year so I could win rookie year, because then I've won everything.
And then he's like, I want to play some games. I want to go back and not start and come off the bench and win 6th man of the year.
Well, I thought he said career he go win it.
Yeah, he said later in his career. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna tell Bud, like, put me on the bench so I can win 6th man.
Like,
because he won every fucking thing else. Like literally every other award that they have, he has in his bag. So
at this moment, he is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, he can never play basketball again. And
still
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they have a better career out of you, nigga. Wow, at 26. Never touched the ball again, and he still would have a better career than most cats.
But please don't retire, Giannis.
That ain't happening. You can see it in his face. You ready for more? One thing that was crazy about Game 6, Pat Connaughton finally had a bad game, and I was like,
it was a bad game.
I was like, ooh, you ain't making good decisions either. You're pressing a little bit, and yeah, it looks like he finished with a team low. Minus 21.
Negative 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
That just made me think though. Shout out to White Dante. Like he wasn't part of the playoff run, but he definitely got his team through the regular season. It was a key part of it.
He played in the Heat series a little bit.
Oh, the first 3 games?
I think he got injured in Game 3. I think. Yeah, because Pat started Game 4.
So, and he at the parade he was talking about how the fans actually really helped him get through the last 5 to 6 weeks, because it's been really rough on him to not be able to play. So shout out White Dante.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for next year. He gonna be nice next year, bro. This whole spot, I was like, dog, if we had Pat Connaughton did the best he could to fill the shoes of DiVincenzo. Like, not saying that that's what his intent was, but the role that DiVincenzo plays, Pat Connaughton did the best he could to Pat Connaughton's level to kind of mitigate some of that. But I was like, if we had DiVincenzo, bro, the defensive prowess that he also brings, Like that eased up some of the minutes that we had to force some other cats into other situations. All that made it easier for some of these switches, things like that. Like plus it'd have been less.
Think about it this way: like all those minutes Teague and Brent Forbes are getting, like those off top would have gone to Dante, and then like Drew and Chris wouldn't be forced to play 46, 44 minutes a game. Like you can actually afford to take them off of the court and let them rest, because I don't know how the fuck they about to do the Olympics, because them dudes got to be tired.
That plane ride gonna be interesting with Drew and Chris and
Is
Devin.
Booker actually gonna be like? Has he just been hanging around Milwaukee the last 2 days? Like I don't get how they supposed to be on the same flight.
Maybe because it's a private. Is it a private jet?
It is private.
Maybe they
gonna pick him up.
Bounce. Yeah, they're just gonna bounce to airports.
If I was Booker, I'd be like, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna sit on the plane, like, and wait so they can go celebrate. Like, nah, I'm good.
I pay money to have to just like y'all want a live feed of that. I'll pay after they wake up because they probably go pop an Andy.
I was gonna say you probably just be watching them sleep for about 12 hours.
Like when they wake up, start the feed, bro.
But the two dudes from our team who was going, like, it's Chris and Drew. Like they ain't even gonna be on no like super.
Yeah, no.
That's not how they operate. And I could have been like
that
PJ.
Honestly might be worse though. Like somebody like that you all just sitting there, y'all know what's up, but like nobody saying anything, and they just kind of like
just leave the
go about their business, right? Like it's just like I kind of want to argue with you, you know what I mean? Like kind of get my licks back in, but no, y'all gonna be classy and take the high road. Like what the fuck are you supposed to do with this?
Great game, guy. No. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Talk to us when you're not upset. We'll come back.
Hey man, you said some tough shots right in my face, man.
Right, man.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I thought you had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie.
Games, bro. Hey, y'all, it was kind of rough, but woo. I want to hear all that shit. Hey, won some, no, they ain't like you ain't get nothing. Like damn, don't be that mean, bro. Like, y'all bust our ass twice. They were talking about we blown out. Like y'all. Well, the first two games they won by like what 30-something points between the two. 20-something, 25 and up, 25 plus or some shit like that.
I believe they won game one by like 13 or something like that.
I think game 2 was 10.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, y'all was plus 23.
See you.
See, now you're getting into passive aggressive territory. I was just saying, like, if just somebody just sitting there, just like actually just being cool as hell about it, like.
No, Tim trying to get petty with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Brought it up. I'm the one chilling. I ain't said nothing to you. You want to talk about the game when y'all was up? What else you want to talk about?
See, Tim would be sitting there talking about, hey man, let me tell you something. Game 5, when you had the ball, when y'all was down 1, I swear to God, I thought y'all was gonna win. But then out of nowhere, you got that.
Like, bro, honestly, I thought you were just gonna throw it right over my head to Chris Paul. Like, I was surprised. Like, I don't know. I thought you was a better passer than that.
Like, dang, like, man, what you on? Supposed to be complimenting me. But remember the Bucks blew them out in game 3.
Yeah.
Won that by 20. So it evened back out pretty quick. This was actually a very close series just overall.
I loved it. I know y'all wanted to blow us, but I loved every close game that we had, bro. Every single one of them.
I'm sure those who weren't as emotionally invested in either one of these teams enjoyed this. Like if they like basketball, from what I've heard, like it was a very enjoyable series.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed like watching basketball or a final series like this in a very long time. Even though we won a championship last year, it wasn't that. It was enjoyable, but like
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it was enjoyable because we won, but like watching just good basketball and two good teams, like it definitely was dope.
Honestly, I think that first Spurs Heat series is probably like that. That's probably the last time like the teams were this evenly matched to where like it was at
the 2013 season.
I think so. I don't remember. 2011 would have been Dallas. 2012 would have been.
Well, that's when you're talking.
Yeah, so 2013. Because 2012 was OKC. So 2013, that first year against the Spurs. It don't matter. First year against the Spurs, whatever year that happened. Yeah, like they're evenly matched, and I feel like every game, like even the ones that maybe accepting game 3. Like I think even the first 2 games in Phoenix were like, you could tell that they were matched up evenly. It's just like Phoenix kind of outplayed them a little bit, but it wasn't like to where you're just like, oh, this is a blowout, I can turn this off.
In
They
game
went
2,
on
it was only that way because Chris and Drew couldn't hit nothing.
and the Suns hit like half their threes and made 20 of them. So hard to win.
It was 2013, by the way, Eric.
Thank you. I was gonna say something else. I don't remember.
Look, man.
About what do we do next? Like I think that the biggest thing this is gonna boost is like confidence, because it's like it's easier to do something again once you've done it. That's redundant, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's easier to go through that process. I feel like when you have the confidence from knowing that you've done it before. So it's like when you get into tight spots, it's like, oh, I know how to navigate this now, or you're not pressed and worried about like, oh man, am I, like all those lingering doubts about like, oh man, can we actually win a title? Can I actually do this? Can I perform at this stage? Whatever. Not saying that they thought that way, but if there's any inkling of that in you, like that's gonna hold you back. Whereas like going through it and be like, you can draw on the fact that you've done it before. So I think that unlocking like that confidence factor, like think about like the Warriors' first title, like they were a little bit shaky in the finals and then came back year 2 and just ran through the league because they were like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing and we go and we got this shit now. Not saying they're gonna be the Warriors next year, but I'm just saying like I think that especially like for Giannis, like that supreme confidence now that he can have, where it's just like I'm not pressing for this, like I know exactly what I'm doing.
I understand what it takes.
Everybody says it, championship experience is so important, and like now you got a full team of it, especially like your 27-year-old 2-time MVP, possibly best player on the planet. Like that's a weapon that he ain't have in years prior that he can't have going forward. So
again, 17 out of 19 free throws, biggest game of his career.
I know I said I was being positive, but anybody who's ever said Chris Middleton isn't good enough to be number 2 on the title team, suck it.
Put some James Christian Middleton name, bro. What's wrong with y'all? Leave him. Like my man's. Hey, I'm gonna ask all of them. At the end of the game, and you need a shot, who you passing it to? On the Bucks, who is you passing it to? There's only 2 names you probably passing it to. You need a shot. End of the game. 9 times out of 10, where we going? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Y'all know it's Chris.
Was you asking us to actually say it, or was you talking to the listeners?
People. They gonna think of, and the ones that don't want to say it out loud, just go ahead and say it out loud. It's gonna be Chris. You know it's
Chris. That's so interesting. Is like he might be cold, but like when you need a big shot, like throughout the playoffs, he came through in the big shot when you needed it. He had one in the 4th quarter of Game 6.
That was the sealer
to push the lead back up to 6.
When I text y'all midway through the 4th, like y'all were like, oh, I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm not doubt it, but I just know that y'all were saying like y'all were nervous now, and I'm like, I'm cool. Like I'm actually like confident at this point. Like I know Chris gonna hit some shots, and we got this. And I really actually had that level of confidence in Chris to do what he did. I thought he was gonna be a run, but he made 2 very important jump shots.
I was stressed out. I was stressed out. Once I knew they was gonna win it, it was like a release, like oh my goodness, like thank you. Like we actually did this. Seeing a parade is surreal. Like that was crazy.
Yes,
a lot of people.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. When everybody's walking toward the main stage, like I was over there, and I was like one of the 5 people I saw with a mask on, and it was too many people around me, and I panicked. I panicked. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like I was like, it's too many people. The parade was cool because everybody was spread out, but the stage, I had to leave. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, no, I stayed in the plaza, so like basically in front of the arena because they set up the stage like by the parking structure. like the new stage that they had set up for Game 6. So it was a lot more spread out, like in the plaza, like right in front of the entrance to the arena. So I was just like, I was able to keep my distance from people. I also had a mask on. It's like,
It's a lot of people.
I've seen the statistics. No. People come from all over Wisconsin. Nah, I'm good.
All over the country. Like, there's plenty of people that flew in from out of town too. Like all over the country. They moved out of Milwaukee and want to come back for the parade.
Can you blame them?
I can't. All over the country. So I mean, y'all was cool. Y'all was smart. You know, that's what I said. Walked around with a bottle of light.
Of the people, of our generation, our cohorts, our peers growing up, just know I have a mental log of all the people that was like, not gloating because they got out of the city, but like was, I'm on the bigger and better things, and like now y'all want to claim Milwaukee again. I see you. We see you. It's cool though. Just know I noticed it.
Now they feel like
now it's like, the home team. I'm from Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
No, you wanted to go to Dallas, you wanted to go to Houston, you wanted to go to Atlanta.
Never come back.
Stay the fuck there.
Hell no.
Man,
I see them too.
There's some people who love this.
Got teams too.
Oh man.
Yeah, but hey, to each his own, man. But if I'm cool with everybody want to celebrate with us, but don't be trying to think you're gonna keep kicking it with us, bro. Bandwagons is as the season go along. Oh my God, this team we ain't winning the chip again, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Like it's gonna be that all over again, and it's gonna be a lot of other bandwagon that don't know nothing about the team and only go watch when the playoffs come around.
I mean, at the end of the day, I know who has been rocking with this team for however long. Like I remember because we had conversations, like we've been talking, and I know part of what having a successful team means is that you're going to get bandwagons. And I've always said, like, yes, bring on the bandwagon because that means we are good. I don't care. I really don't care. It can get annoying at times with all these different people having opinions on something that they don't really watch as often as others do. But hey, I'm not a gatekeeper. You enjoy the team the way you want to enjoy the team. If you want to have a debate about some of the things you're talking about, hey, you might catch me on a day where I'm like, let's do this. But otherwise, I'm going to keep talking to who I talk to, just having fun with the team and going about my business because I've been a fan for too long to really care about what anyone else does because I already know. Like, the Bucks follow me, nigga.
There's a lot of people that know that you love the Bucks. A lot.
I was going to ask you a question, Camille, not to cut you off, but I think you were going the same place. Like, how many mentions did you get? Because, like, I got a bunch.
Oh, my God.
And
fam.
I can only imagine, like, how many people, like, either reached out or just added you, just said, congratulate, like.
My phone was going crazy between people trying to call me, people trying to FaceTime me, texts, calls, tweets, retweets, likes, ads. I was just like,
I seen the ads. Ads. I'm like, good Lord, bro.
It's like my phone going crazy. So it was one of those times too, because me and Tim linked up after the game and we went downtown. Never mind. And
I was out of there, bro.
Heard them gunshots. Said, wait a second.
We was on our way to Water Street when they started shooting on Water Street. So it was like, whoa, what the fuck? And you see the people running.
Legit. It was that we were on the corner of Juno.
I didn't know where I was at.
We heard pop, pop, pop.
I was like, these niggas let go down this motherfucker.
Noman and Tim stopped. And then I stopped. I'm like, what y'all stopping for? And it was like, are people running towards us? And we all was looking like this. And we said, yeah, I thought that was probably gunshots. And they was like, yeah. So we was like, yeah, we just gonna go back.
Bruh, Camille and Noman took off my ass, bro. I was trying to see running.
Okay, I took off, fam.
I was around. I seen they back. I'm like, God damn.
Of all the times that you
don't run.
Need to run, like that's gonna be the time you don't.
Because that's what she asked me, like, are they running towards us? So I was looking to see if they was running towards us.
Fam, it don't take you that long to figure out when people are running towards you.
No.
I was out of there.
Like Tim was trying to be specific. He's like, actually, they're jogging. That's not a run. They're not sprinting.
It was
a trot. Right.
It was right afterwards. Party goers of niggas really running.
Party goers.
like everybody else just run for fun like you. Like
Right.
Are
They
they
don't.
party goers?
That
oh
night,
yeah. He was like, oh yeah, it's definitely my type of party. Like niggas just running.
Hey, when they was shooting like across the street, we didn't react. We looked like these niggas busting like these niggas.
dang, bro.
And we seen everybody running, dude. I felt bad for the news lady because I did see her. Like she didn't know what the hell to do.
Oh Lord.
They was
I
in
was
the
like,
middle.
oh damn.
They started shooting like they was actually
Yeah,
live.
I didn't know she was live. I thought she was just standing there. Then I saw the footage later. I was like, oh. I was like,
Send me the footage. I didn't see the footage.
okay, yeah. I was like, I felt bad, dude. I was like, damn, she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was random niggas telling her, get down, get down.
She was just standing looking around. Like,
Yeah, she is standing looking like, what to do. Hit deck.
hit the ground. If you ain't gonna run, you better hit the deck.
I mean, man, she was mid live stream. She probably like, okay, this job, this life, this job, this life.
Fuck this mic and fuck this
I'm gonna run off with the live feed. I'm like, well, hello, Amelia. Hello, Amelia. It's a blank ass screen, bro.
All you gonna tell all you saw was a mic fall to the ground.
Let me hold on to that, bro. Hey, yo.
But no, for real. I had never, before the gunshots, I had never really heard the city like that. Like when we got downtown, all you heard was horns honking and people screaming.
Super lit, yeah. It was lit.
It was nice.
before the game started. People were already like drunk, falling and stuff. So it was already electric. So then it was after that it was over.
Climbing on the poles, breaking the poles down.
Dead ass cracking.
They had that random ass DJ in that park, bro. Like I was like, I was ready to turn the fuck up. If they didn't shoot, bro, you know,
yeah.
Ass.
When we were walking to the festivities, it was just a random DJ on like a pavilion. And Tim was like, you know what? And he just walked on over and started dancing.
I know we just talked about like, you know, people shooting, but I've never seen the city this like unified for anything.
Yeah.
Like it's just
outside
like
of the shooting.
Aside from the shooting, like I feel like people are just like happy and together, like what, like it's great to see. Like I don't know, like it's been amazing, like seeing the city just.
It's different.
Like you see in Bucks gear, like you see Packers gear. Like
it's been so much Bucks gear.
A lot of bootleg, but it's still so much Bucks stuff floating around the city. Like everybody eating. Like that's what I love too. Like so many people like making their own shirts, or you know, I mean, hell, even this podcast, like you know, we're getting extra listens and views and everything.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna send PJ Tucker a message to see if we can chop it up with him. I ain't gonna lie to you. See if he fuck with us.
Yeah, he might.
Shout out to PJ because PJ is enjoying this motherfucker. Like,
hey, he deserved this shit.
He was big drunk
at the parade today, fam. He walked up to the mic and had his head down. He was
right. Oh, good.
The whole time. I was like, dog, we done seen the top of PJ head more than him actually. His face.
Zora said, "You good?" He said, "Yeah." When you got to pause that long to think if you all right.
Big ass bottle of Ace of Spades, bro.
I was like, it's somebody in the production truck like, don't cuss.
Please don't.
Look, I was here for it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a nigga to slip.
He would have been the one.
Yeah.
That's why we need him on the pod.
Come on the pod, PJ.
Come on the pod, bro. We unfiltered. Be yourself. Just chop it up with us.
Fam, we can't give you no Ace of Spades or nothing like that, fam. But
I got some kicks if you want. You know what I mean? Like, I got everything I got though.
I was saying he got those too.
Now, how many shoes do you still have, Eric? Because I know you sold a lot.
We ain't gotta talk about that.
Yeah, a little bit.
My man got a secret bunker still.
Wait, I just need to know this. Are you over 100?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, he
honestly, I haven't quite counted recently, so I have no idea how many actually.
That nigga over.
That man sold about 100 pairs of shoes.
But I would say, but for you to not say no flat out.
No to what?
There's no yes or no question.
100. If you ask me, do I have 100? I'm gonna tell you, hell no, I ain't got 100. He said, I can't confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
They ain't a flat out no, my guy. But I'm fucking with it though.
Like I feel I asked this question before the pray. I'm like, who's the most likely to be our J.R. Smith today? And like both my wife and my brother are like PJ. And like instantly, I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's gonna be somebody random. Like PJ seemed too obvious. Like obviously it's gonna be PJ, but like it felt like too obvious. Like I felt somebody was gonna get drunk and just be wilding. And I said Brent Forbes. Like Brent Forbes just seemed like you get a little liquor in him, like he turns the fuck up. He was subdued. It was actually Jeff Teague. Like Jeff Teague was drunk.
Oh yeah, Jeff Teague said I went from the outhouse to the penthouse when he was talking about this season.
Damn, Boston.
Like he legit said that because they were interviewing. They were like, you didn't start the season on this team. You were bought out, and then you signed with the Bucks. Like, how do you feel about it? And he was like, man, I went from the outhouse to the penthouse, didn't I? And then he just started laughing.
That's funny, dog. He ain't wrong.
I was gonna say I'm always here for Boston slander.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, y'all got any closing thoughts on Game 6 or the fact that the Bucks were NBA champions? I'm looking very much forward to next week's show to talk more about Giannis's legacy and Chris Paul's legacy and some interesting rumors about where Chris Paul might be playing basketball next.
No, I heard Westbrook.
I got a hot take. I got a hot take for you. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in next week for the hot take.
I already told you I was going after Westbrook.
Hey, bro,
Kansas gonna pull a Tim and shit and just be like, come to Lakers.
Hey, I want anybody. Everybody. Come on.
But you're gonna turn your nose up at Russell Westbrook.
I ain't turn my nose up at the nigga. I said I don't know how that's gonna work with him.
I told you. LeBron can't pass as much. AD can't rebound as much. Let Russ get his shit off, and we gonna roll from there. I told you this already. I told you how it's gonna work out.
We gonna get a chip regardless. It better.
Hey, but right now, who the champions?
Hey, y'all got the crown though.
Y'all definitely champions.
Yeah, go ahead, flash that shirt, fam. Flash that Bucks gear you wearing, fam.
I got it all. I told y'all, man, your business.
Yeah. Finals champions, yes, sir.
Congratulations, man. Y'all deserve it. I didn't get a chance to say this, but like the moment, like I was with Snow and like watching him like get emotional and like be happy, and then watching y'all like that really like made my heart smile because I was like, damn, like y'all, like real talk, because y'all been rocking with these motherfuckers like the 15-win season, but y'all never was like, oh, F the Bucks, none of that. So it's like definitely shout out to all the true fans for real, because y'all deserve it more than anybody. And I'm just being real, like that really, like that was dope, and it was dope for the city, man. But like, to all the for real diehard fans, man, congratulations. Like I'm definitely happy for y'all, man. Y'all deserve it.
By the way, if niggas trying to kick it right now, PJ Tucker's on his way to Portman's.
He going back to Portman's.
He at Elwood's now. Yeah, going to Portman's.
It's gonna be good.
Oh Lord. PJ, be safe, bro.
Hey, PJ gonna be all right.
Yeah, I was like, he gonna be all right.
I about to say we know some cats.
He was already a couple bottles in. Like
he good in the city. He good wherever he go.
Yeah,
he fuck with Milwaukee, bro. Like, come on, just talk to us. Just give us 5 minutes, bro.
Hey, fam, if he at Portman's when you get to Portman's, just go ahead and.
Of course, I am. I am. Now, if
he's about to go get dressed right now.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm act like I know. Yo,
See, Tim gonna scare him off. But no, man. Any other closing thoughts?
No, man. Bucks did it in 6. The legend lives on. Fuck you talking about. We the champ. I don't give a shit what y'all say. As long as you put champ at the end, we good. Shit, we're gonna put a Larry O'Brien trophy after our shit. What you talking about? We the champs too. But right at the end, right behind the tech, the silhouette of Larry O'Brien.
Oh.
Like Camille looks so confused. He's like, what? She's like, what?
Go ahead, little trophy, put it in the background. Like, yeah.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Tech Box trophy shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that might be it. That might be the move.
That might be the last touch to our logo. Larry O'Brien.
That actually would be a nice.
Yeah, exactly. That might be the move.
the all word logo. Let's say Technical File podcast and had a Larry O'Brien behind it.
Right.
That'd be fun.
Oh, I see it. This looks nice. We might as well make that.
Tim can be getting a little too happy and aggressive.
I be happy with some good ass ideas, bro. I get excited.
See, there you go. We're gonna go.
Well, another good idea for all y'all that are listening. One, before I get to y'all good idea, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in to these bonus episodes.
Absolutely.
Y'all have been running these up. We know we was late on this one. We've been celebrating, as I mentioned.
Sorry.
I was gonna say my regular job ain't seen me since then.
I have to walk into a show. They want to see me today either.
But I'm telling you, like, we appreciate all y'all tuning in. We hope y'all keep listening to the podcast going forward. And the other thing I was going to say, that's a good idea, is check out the regular podcast. If you have not yet heard our most recent episode, make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. And then, of course, tune in next week as well. And tune in every week after that. Keep telling people about the podcast, putting us on with other people, showing love. We appreciate all that for real, for real.
We know y'all love us, bro. Go ahead and put us on to your producer. Whoever y'all here listening and trying to steal our stuff from, just tell your producer, go ahead and put us on.
I'm talking about
tell your creative network, go ahead and put us on. So whoever you got connects with, go ahead and put us on. Because y'all love us. Y'all fuck with us. And share the show. That's all I have to say. Sorry, I'm here now.
Hey, Tim must have some ace of spades in his wallet.
No, Tim is chilling. Like, no, but I'm not chilling. So I'm back to Tim.
Tim been up like, fuck it.
This guy here. But no, if y'all want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter and Instagram at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE, because
your mom is fancy.
Thank you, sir.
At Bucks Burner. That's Bucks Championship Burner.
Hey.
On Twitter.
I'm gonna ask you if you was gonna put champ on that motherfucker.
Hey man. We'll see. Yeah, on Twitter.
That's all y'all get.
For now.
Hey. Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka as Ketchum, aka Mr. Give it to me. We got our motherfucking chip, dog. I love this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate. Keep celebrating. Love y'all. Go ahead and celebrate with us, motherfuckers. Got Tuesday.
This episode was sponsored by Ace of Spades.
On that PJ Tucker energy all episode. Peace out, y'all.